Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Jo and this is Joey Sewy, where I talk about knitting, sewing, creativity and life. And today I'm going to talk about what you do when you've made something and you don't like it. So I'm going to also do a pattern review of the thing that I'm wearing. So the thing that I'm wearing is the new pattern from Closet Case Patterns called the Jenny Overalls, or dungarees if you're in the UK. I'll step back and I'll let you see what I have made. Okay, so here we go. Now, there are lots of things that I do like about this pattern, okay? So I don't hate everything. I'll tell you what I do like, and then I'll tell you what I don't like, and then I'll outline my dilemma. So wearing dungarees for me in itself is a bit of a step outside my style comfort zone, and I knew that when I started to make them, and that's one of the reasons why I had a go at it. I'm 42 years old, and you know, dungarees are a fashion at the moment, and the first thing you think is that it's a young style, and there is part of me that is held back by that worry that I look an idiot. But and that's why I didn't go for a full-on denim dungarees. I might build up the confidence for that, but I wanted to go for something that wasn't quite kind of little girl dungarees, so I wouldn't look a fool. This is a wearable toile, which is why I've chosen this fabric, and it is partly the fabric that is causing me a problem, so that's just because it's a wearable toile. I really like these pockets. Here we go. Completely impractical, you're never going to put anything in there, and if you do, you look an idiot. But I quite like the design detail. Okay, let me see if I can get a focus on them. So I quite like the design detail. What I haven't yet done is any of the dungarees hardware here, because I don't really want to invest in it because I wasn't entirely sure. So I have, if these end up being a thing and not a thing that goes in the bin, I don't think they will, but I've got a D-ring, there you go, which I'm intending to put, I think what I'm going to do is put it on the end of the strap and then have a button. There you go. And put it like that, I think is how I'm going to kind of fake the dungarees hardware. Yeah, that's my plan A anyway. There is also another plan A1, I could call it plan B, but it's kind of in equal running at the moment, which is I make a buttonhole in here, and so that there is a button showing through like that. Okay, now I've chosen some buttons, but one of my things means that I'm not going to sew the buttons on yet because I need to make a decision about the fabric. Okay, this is all making it very mysterious. I'll tell you another thing that I really love about this pattern, okay? The fit, for me, out of the packet is amazing, okay? This is the simplest, most successful pair of trousers I have ever made. It's a miracle, and that is just lucky, to be fair. I've not done anything about that. I looked at the sizes on the size chart, and I did grade in at the waist and out at the hips, but I haven't had to do any of the complicated fitting about changing the crotch curve or doing anything for a sway back or any of that stuff, which is thumbs up. So like I say, that's just lucky dip, but for me, I won the lucky dip with this pattern, which is really good. I believe this pattern is based off a new block or a different block to other Closet Case file patterns, so even if you've got the fit down on their ginger jeans, which I have, or their, what was their recent trousers, can't remember, Sasha trousers, which I don't have the pattern yet, but I have been stalking that pattern a while. So even if you've got the fit on those, I believe this is another block again, so you would have to start again if you had fit issues. But as I say, I won the lucky dip and I don't have fit issues on these. So, you know, I like this style line. I love the fit. The fabric, now it feels beautiful. Okay, let's focus on it. So in that close-up, you can see that it is a twill fabric. It is a cotton twill and it is brushed and it's really, really soft. It's gorgeous. I have no idea where it came from, or at least I know where I got it from, which is from a friend who works in a clothes making place, and she brought me a bag of offcuts. So I've cut this out of some offcuts, but where it came from originally, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Apologies, but it's a beautiful brushed cotton twill. Okay, so those are the things I like. The things I am struggling with are really two, other than the sort of step outside my style comfort zone that I've already talked about. The first is the colour of the fabric. Okay, so I cut this in the cropped length, and it's drafted for a 5'6" woman, and I'm 5'4" and a bit. So I immediately thought, right, well, I'm going to shorten the legs by 2 inches because I can see that that's going to be required. And I actually think that I could have shortened them even more. So if I step back, what we've got is one leg here, all the way back. Hello over there. This leg is pinned, it has a 2.5 inch hem. And that's pinned as cut, and I think that is not a cropped length, it's just a vaguely weird short trouser length. This leg is pinned more cropped than the picture, but not shorts. Going back to the picture, they've got full length, they've got a cropped length, and of course you could cut it off shorter. Now what I struggle with is I've got really pale skin, and my legs really hardly ever see the sun. We don't get a lot of sun here, and I'm not going on a foreign holiday this year, and even when I don't do a lot of sunbathing. So the short thing is there, I have really pasty white legs. I can put a bit of fake tan on, but even that, unless I go on a major fake tanning regime, isn't going to make a lot of difference. And I've had the experience before where I've worn this kind of colour near my legs and it just gets blinding, and it's really unflattering because there's so little contrast between my skin and my clothing that it makes my skin look awful, makes it look even whiter, and that's what I'm worried is going on here. So I'm going to step back and show you. So that's what I'm worried is going on, that we've got too little differentiation between my skin and the trousers, and we're going to end up with super pasty leg syndrome, and I'm really worried about that. So I'm thinking about dyeing these, even though I've not even finished them. I have two choices because I've already got the dye and I'm very frugal, so I'm not going out and buying any more. So I've got two choices of colour. We've got a velvet black, which won't go black because I have used half the packet already, so I imagine we'll get a grey colour out of that. And we've got a tropical green, so you can see it's kind of a bright new fern colour green. Okay, those are the possible choices. So a grey created from black dye, or a tropical green, which won't go that bright because of course it's going onto a brown base. I'm erring on the side of, if you're going to do it, you might as well do that. But then is that going to be more wearable? I don't know. My other quandary about dyeing it is that I've done loads of lovely top stitching. It's beautiful top stitching, which I'm going to pan down so you can see. There we go. You can talk to my chest now for what there is to talk to. Okay, so there's loads of top stitching on this. It's around the pockets, it's around here, there's top stitching on there. It's all done in matching thread. Okay, there is top stitching here, there is a faux fly front here, there is top stitching around the pockets. So there, I've even top stitched underneath all around the crotch curve, which is an adaptation to the pattern, because in the pattern she doesn't say to do that, but I have done that because it's kind of a jeans detail and I wanted to go utility in the styling. Now all that top stitching, it won't dye because it's polyester thread. So yeah, I will have to deal with the fact that if I dye it, I'm going to get a kind of, well, this colour top stitching detail. Quandary. I don't know what to do. I guess I should just be content, because this was supposed to be a proof of concept. I've proved that they fit really well. I've learnt some things, and maybe I should just chuck these away and start making my real copy, real version, which is supposed to be in like a more drapey fabric, so then I will do it full length, I think. So there you are. What should I do? What should I do? What do you do when you make something that's good but not quite right? You know, if it was about the fit, I could take it apart and I could work with it, or if it just didn't fit, I could throw it away. But I feel like I've got choices, but all the choices have got costs, and I've got myself in a tangle. So let me know down in the comments below, what do you think I should do with this garment? Where should I hem it? Hem option A, shorter, or hem option B, cropped. I'm quite strongly on this one, but you let me know. And should it stay this colour, or should I go for green or grey? I will probably show you the results of that in my What Have I Been Sewing in June video, which when this goes up, that'll be about a week away. So that's where you'll be able to see the results of this. But until then, comment, let me know, share your solutions for these kind of problems, or maybe you don't bump up against them. I can't believe I'm the only one. Thank you very much for watching, and if you want to see anything else from my channel, it will be here. If you'd like to subscribe, I would love for you to do that, and that will be just here. Bye for now. Happy sewing.